Hi everyone, this is Dawn Olszewski and welcome to another episode of How'd She Do That? And today we're going to make this great card. It's a fun fold card. Look at that. It's called a double fold gate card. Now this fun technique card was shared with me by my friend Rachel Tessman and I'm excited to share it with you today, so let's get started. And my particular paper is the Designer Series paper stacks. Love those. They're a great bargain. And this is the 2011-2013 color in colors Lucky Limeade. Now the piece that I have measures 5 inches by 12 inches. I'll come in here so you can see this. And we're going to do some scoring at 2, 4, 8, and 10. And then I'm going to turn it. I'm going to mark it at 2 3/4 inches. And I'll show you what that means here in just a minute. Okay, so like I said, we're going to mark 2 inches, 4 inches, 8 inches, and 10. That's our score lines. Now I'm going to turn it, and remember what I said, I'm just going to mark it. And this is the 2 3/4 inch, and all I'm going to do is take my stylus and rub it back and forth just at that point. I just want to put a mark there. I'm turning it completely around and doing the other side as well. And that. Okay, so now we're going to fold our card, and the easiest way to fold it is, I like to fold it on this most inward score from the each side. So I'm going to fold it inward like this, and then I'm going to fold this one out. All right, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. In, and then out. And then that's how these meet in the middle like this, creating essentially a gate. All right, now because we have the extra fold, that's why it's called. Next, what we want to do is create a diagonal line from the innermost scored line to outward to that mark that we made. So what you need for that is a paper trimmer. So I'm going to put this in here. Now I want to point out a couple things. Look how see this design? This is what we're getting, is that diagonal. That's what we're going to get. Now this particular pattern that I'm using actually has words on the other side. They're hard to see probably in the camera, but you want to make sure that the words are positioned in the right fashion. So this is the top of my card that I want to start with. So I want my diagonals to go from the top to the sides. We're going to slide them in. I'm going to go past this first fold and all the way to the second fold. Here is my fold line right here. I want that to intersect with my cutting line on my cutter. I'm going to put my finger there, and I'm going to turn this until that mark that we made, I know you can't see it in the camera, it's kind of hard to see, but my mark is right here, and I'm going to have that intersect with the cutting line on the paper trimmer as well. Once I get those two marks where I want them, I'm going to trim them off. Okay, now save this, don't throw it away. And we're going to put it back in, and we're going to start from the innermost fold on this side. And remember, this is the top of my card. I'm going to hold it down where they intersect, bring it all the way over this way, and now this one is all set to go. It's intersecting, and there we go. And that's how you get that diagonal edging that we're looking for. So now these pieces that we had left over, remember I said don't discard them, we want to save them. And actually what I like to do at this point is kind of put it back together like a puzzle. So this one came from here, and my other piece came from here. Now what we're going to do for these is we're going to attach them to the inside of the card at this point. So I have my card open. I'm going to take this end, I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to move it to the opposite side. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm going to flip it over and move it to the opposite side. And what we're going to do is we're going to adhere this down onto the, essentially this is the inside of the card, but wait, you'll have a surprise when we close it. Okay, so I've adhered my pieces down, and I've just used snail adhesive. And now I'm going to refold this. This is the point where I really recommend coming in with the bone folder. And you're going to refold this next size. Okay, and then you have this kind of chevron look to the card. Isn't that kind of cool? I love that. Now that you know how to make the base of this double fold gate card, we're just going to do a little bit of decorating. Now the inside panel measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. That's the white. I've attached that to a base of Lucky Limeade that is 3 1/2 by 5. And I'm just going to adhere that to the inside of my panel. All right, and now because I really want the focal point of this card to be about the fun design, I decided that I'm just going to add one little piece to the front, and that was created with Stampin' Up's Apothecary Art stamp set. It's a cute stamp set. Actually, I should say cute is not quite the right word for it. It's a beautiful stamp set. It has some vintage images, and they coordinate with the Label Collection Framelits. Love it. Now, I stamped this with Lucky Limeade, and this is the Calypso Coral, and that was colored in using a blender pen and Calypso Coral. Now, all you need for this is 3 Stampin' Dimensionals. I got them right here. And I just want to keep them on one side of the card. Whoops, right here. One side of the card. All right. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. Pull those off. And here's our card. Now what I like about this label, here's what the labels look like. And I actually used the size, what I call number 3. It's the third largest, third from the end. So 1, 2, 3. All right. So see how nice this label form fits on here? I love it because the tip kind of fits at the top. This tip fits at the bottom where all the patterns kind of come together. And voila, your card is done. So easy and so cute. Anyone that you send this to is going to love this card and be amazed at how you did it. So be sure to stop by my blog at dostampinwithdawn.com for lots more inspiration and card ideas.